Okay, so I was able to figure out how to turn on the lights and the thing. If you watched the previous video, I was struggling to turn on the lights, but I figured it out. But this is right now. This is a different video. This is a talking video. Um, I'm gonna be talking about. I don't know. Let's start with the heavy stuff. Like, um, I don't know why, but on my mind is always just um, the idea that I have to work harder compared to my counterparts. For those who don't know, I am Filipino. I am also non-binary and gay. Um, what was that one? That one image or meme joke where it's like, "Damn, pick a struggle." But I was like thinking about it, and I'm like, I mean, it's always been in my head, like whether it's just like creating content or just like beauty standards in general. Like, why do I have to work so much harder than my counterparts? Like, I could be putting out the same content as my white counterparts, right? And I would say like they would receive more engagement and likes compared to me. Like, it could be like both like a system thing, like the algorithm pushes out more white people. I don't know, like I don't know, but it feels so off to me. Like, I have to work 10 times harder because of the color of my skin, my sexuality, my gender, etc., etc. Um, and my counterparts can post videos the same type of content as me. They would get more attention than me. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's always just ruminating in my head. And with the beauty standard thing, it's just like, I remember seeing this one tweet or post that changed my like whole perspective on things, especially like my own insecurities and my beauty. Um, like the tweet was like, are you I forgot how it went, but it went, are you beautiful or are you POC beautiful? Because there's a distinct differentiation between I guess like the whole beauty standard that's very white centric in our community or just in life in general, compared to POC beauty. And I don't know, I just feel like it kind of sucks that's how life is, where like we deem one quality better than the other. And that's what has always been repeating in my head, because it's just like, wow, people really aren't gonna see me as like their taste because of these these extra characteristics I have, like, can you imagine a world without having to deal with that? Like, I don't know, life would be so much easier. That's what's just been like ruminating in my head, because like, I don't know, like my experiences, I mean, although they're like quite small, I feel like they're just very like telling on how people perceive me. Because like, I don't know if it's just a me thing, maybe it's just my social anxiety things, but I feel like a lot of my counterparts, um, they get in a tizzy about the things I post, and I feel like if I were a white person doing this, right, a white gay doing this, I would not receive the same backlash or like the same, um, I guess, feelings towards the content I make. And I just make shit post content. Like, I just make funny content. Sometimes just me thirst trapping and like, um, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. I just feel like, I don't know. like people perceive me in a different way. Even experiences in like my romantic life, I think it's just crazy to me, because people like I very heavily oh my god. Could I oh my god. I don't know what happened. I should probably get water, but for those who listen to the Cock2 Twins podcast, I love that podcast. That's like my favorite podcast I've listened to. Jade's and Ethan's experiences are very relatable. Like I relate heavily to Jade's experience and how they live through life as a Southeast Asian non-binary, and their like romantic life. Like I wouldn't say like I fully relate to it, because obviously like, bitch, I don't have the same pull as them, but like the way I feel as though like I'm a commodity to people, and like I myself I'm a commodity that is like in the back shelf. Like no one wants to touch it, but they like looking at it. Like I'm trying to think of like an item that we like look at, but we don't like buy it. Like I'm like that super sugary cereal that you see in the shelf. Like you want it so bad, but you won't buy it, you know? Like you're like, maybe that's not for me. And that's how I feel like I'm navigating through life and experiences, is that like people want a taste of me. They want that Filipina tilapia experience. But to go any further than that is just off the table. And Jade talks about that in their podcast quite a lot. And especially, I don't know, I feel like, especially as a Southeast Asian Filipina, like, I feel like, I don't know why, but it's just like, why is that? Even I feel like there's like a division between East Asians and Southeast Asians, and how we're perceived. Maybe it's just like the color of the skin. I don't know. Maybe it's because we have different features than East Asians compared to like their paler skin. But I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. But like, I feel like people want me as an experience, a short-term experience, and not a long-term one, because they don't see it as something that they could pursue further on, and it just makes me feel like shit. I don't know. And so that's what's just always been ruminating in my head, because like I push content, and my insecurities, I feel like, are also part of my content, and it feels like they're kind of intertwining in a way. My whole identity, maybe I'm having a whole identity crisis, I don't know. But it's just crazy to me how I'm basically trying to commodify myself, make myself palatable to a wider audience that doesn't even want to. What's that one TikTok? Fuck. It's from that movie. You don't even want to eat in the same damn plate as me. Fuck, I forgot the movie. It was such a good movie. But that movie, it was like basically back in the days, I think still during the segregation period, there were these black women who helped with the first space launch, if I'm correct. Someone please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And in that scene, um, I don't know the name of her name, but she basically had to travel outside of the building, far, far away, to even use the restroom because of like segregated restrooms back then, and that whole scene was just crazy. I don't know, but yeah, it just sucks because like maybe in the future we can find a way where things aren't as divided, and it just sucks because like you could put yourself out there so much, and people will always still find a way. I mean, in general, people will always find a way to shit on you, but I feel like it's 10 times more hard on a person of color. And I'm not trying to like um, victimize myself, but it's just how I feel. Like it's just like, wow, that made me feel shitty. You wouldn't do this to someone the opposite of me, you know? But yeah, I wish I could talk more about this, but this is just basically what I'm thinking right now. Um, I think that's all the thoughts I have. If y'all relate to it, just let me know. Um, I might cut out some parts because I feel like it doesn't make sense and I'm just kind of like rambling. But I really hoped you enjoyed this talk. This is a heart. Actually, I prefer this heart. And yeah, I'll see you next time.